Hey guys, Spence here. Today I'll be talking about Vanguard Princess. This fighter was developed by one person, Tomoaki Sugeno, I hope I didn't butcher that, and was published by eigoManga. I can definitely say, outside of sound assets and the English localization, Sugeno worked on pretty much everything else. Character graphics, background, event graphics, director, character designer, script, everything. Another fact that makes this game interesting is that it has an entirely female cast. Now with introductions out of the way, let's see what the princesses have for us. Now there is a plot, something about a girl being messed with by the government who now wants to destroy the world but also gave power to some other girls, but it's really just an excuse for people to be punching each other in the face like a lot of fighting game plots. Now gameplay wise, you have to choose between one of the 10 main characters and between one of the 5 support characters. The main characters are the characters you'll have direct control over, with their moves and whatever. The support character, however, you do not have direct control over. They walk around and maneuver themselves on their own and don't take any damage. And you can command them to do an attack with the support button. Essentially, they pretty much do moves like it assists, as in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, except they don't tag in. Basically, you can use them for doing extra damage, extending combos, or saving your own hide. Now, like most fighters, you have your regular moves and your super moves, but in addition to that, you also have a perfect parry system. I guess I should also mention, the game works more mechanically like Street Fighter, meaning that there is no air dashing or super long combos. The longest combo I ever did, I think, was something on the lines of 9 or 8 hits, and I'm not too sure I'll be able to replicate that. Now, technically, you can get by with button mashing, at least against the computer, because fact is, when you're fighting against a human, the person with the more skill will definitely win out. The game is easy to learn, but difficult to master. This is a good thing and a bad thing. Good because, well, it's just good. Bad because you will probably have problems finding people to play with outside of your normal group of friends. This is where Vanguard Princess's main problem comes to light. There's only 2 modes, story mode and versus mode, which versus mode doubles as a practice mode, remind you. Now this pretty much means to play the game, you have to play through story mode over and over again if you're by yourself. Which means, after every 2 matches or so, depending on who you pick, you have to deal with the same characters over and over again. Which also means, at the end of the story mode, you have to deal with the obligatorily overpowered boss character, who I do not feel like dealing with. Honestly, I don't see why there isn't a survival mode or something in case the person just wants to play the game. And let's not forget it's local only. You can play it online, but that's a lot more digital hoops and ladders than a lot of people are willing to figure out. The sad fact is, it doesn't even hamper Vanguard Princess's gameplay. It's fun, it's addictive, and enjoyable, and just the fact that it's being hampered by something like this is just really aggravating. In the presentation department, Vanguard Princess pretty much excels. The game runs past 30 frames, the animations are smooth and enjoyable to watch, the color palette is bright and enjoyable, and even the backgrounds are nice. All the characters in the game are fully voiced in Japanese. There's no English option, but I like it more in this scenario. The background music in the game also works. Each track fits their respective stages and they're energetic and fit with the gameplay that's going on. Now there are 2 minor problems in the presentation department. One, the resolution options are sort of funky. You can't resize the window manually by clicking on the corner and dragging it around to whatever resolution you like. But after I put the game to full screen, I found myself unable to reach the toolbar with the options at the top. The only way I found out to fix this is to either uninstall and reinstall the game, or find out which one of the F keys actually changes it back. The second issue is that there is no sound options. There's no sliders anywhere to adjust the volume of characters' voices, of sound effects, or the music. This I found to be really problematic because generally whenever I turned the game on, it would blow out my eardrums. So pretty much I found myself having to turn down the game itself in the sound mixer, and then what if I wanted to hypothetically turn down the character's voice a little bit so I could hear the music better and get pumped more? I guess it's a scenario that you don't realize what you have until it's gone, for me, since I normally don't complain about these sort of things. In all, Vanguard Princess is an exceptional title in the gameplay department. The main problems with it is that it lacks a lot of the options that you expect from a lot of bigger fighters, like a survival mode or online support. So in short, you're probably going to be enjoying this game a lot more if you have friends that are close by you to play with. Now if your friends live close by you and you like games like Arcana Heart or Skullgirls, there's no reason you shouldn't be giving this game a shot. Now if your friends live close by you and you happen to just like fighting games, there's still no reason not to give the game a shot. It's only $4.99 on Gamersgate, And that's less than a lot of the Street Fighter 4 DLC.